I'm 36, and I'm finding like my mind is like starting to change on me. Like when I was younger, horniness could strike at any moment, and now sadness can. It seems to be the big difference. Yeah, I used to be like, why am I getting a boner at a funeral? And now I'm like, why am I crying in Target? I met my girlfriend in my 30s, and I feel bad for her. No, because physically, she's only known me at my worst. I wasted whatever body that I had on other women in my 20s. But emotionally, I am at my peak. So she missed out on some decent sex, but she's getting some great wisdom. I don't go all night, but I listen all day. That's my big thing. I feel like I'm learning more about sex, too, as I get older. Like, I've learned when she has an orgasm, it's got nothing to do with me. I'm in the room, but that's it. Could be anybody, really. Because you could tell in the way that we come. For me, I look at her. My eyes are open. She does the opposite. She closes her eyes and removes herself from the present. I have an orgasm. She conjures one from another realm and just kind of brings it back with her. Where she goes, nobody knows. Very unclear. I always think she's gonna come back and tell me a secret she learned. I'll be like, was it good for you? She's like, I know who killed John Bonet. She's great. She's got a lot of anxiety, and it kind of bubbles up whenever she kind of has to make decisions, like what to do with herself, what to watch. And usually, she just settles on watching true crime documentaries where women kill their partners. And it is alarming. But then I watched one, I saw how much planning goes into a murder, and I was like, oh, she could never pull it off. She'd be overwhelmed immediately. I'd come home, she'd be passed out on our bed, laptop, open a Knife Reviews. She's like, there's just so many choices. I'm like, I know, you'll get them tomorrow. We met in real life, and I think we're gonna get married. I think we are. It's just, thank you, two people. Wow, that was very supportive, guys. Thank you very much for that. But I'd like to do it. Just marriage seems so easy to get lazy. There's no end date. It's just forever. Marriage should be like politics, where every couple years your partner votes to keep you in there. Because then I'd check the date before I farted. I'd be like, ooh, better hold it in. It is an election year. Yeah. I want to be a two-term husband. Despite what the polls say. My mom, she's super conservative, and I'm not, but I think it's more our age difference that we differ politically. She's 73, I'm 36. We're concerned about very different things. Like, her biggest fear are Mexicans. And my biggest fear is she'll say that to someone. That is every day. I'm like, don't, come on, no, not in front of Javier. He's a good guy, you gotta get to know him. But... That's why I think each age group should have their own president. Just to address the needs of their people. 20-year-old president's like, yeah, the price of tequila shots are too high. 30-year-old president's like, oh, why won't anyone marry me? 40-year-old president's like, oh, is it cool if we fuck the 20-year-old president? What is the wiggle room there? Because I have done it, so... I just don't like every far-right Republicans, they won't protect us against global warming. But then they always want to go to war with foreign invaders. And it's like, I don't know, as far as I know, every hurricane comes from overseas. And they do more damage than terrorists, but they'll go after ISIS. So I think if we just gave hurricanes Muslim names, they would be on board. Hurricane Michael, they're like, fuck climate change. Hurricane Usama, they're like, we gotta recycle. We have got to get that guy. I don't like whoever runs, like Biden, anybody. They all say they're a man of the people. That's such bullshit. They make $400,000 a year on the job. You want to be a man of the people? Make what I make. You give a speech, you get 2 drink tickets. That's it, you know? Just a flat fee. Because I'm more poor than I am white. So, I just want someone from my group. I'm a little less excited for the first female or gay president. I want the first broke one. Just like in an uproar, like, yeah, we can't do away with Medicaid because I am on it. So, it's like a problem. Yeah, that's the thing. Being rich, money just buys you space away from everybody else. Private island, penthouse apartment, private plane. That's why an Uber costs more than an Uber pool, because you're alone. That's why everyone thinks the bus sucks. The bus is fine. People suck, and the bus is filled with them. You ever been on the bus by yourself? You're like, this is incredible. One person gets on, you're like, I wish they would die. That'd be good for me. I'd like it, personally. But people think, too, if you're wealthy, you're immune to problems. That's not true at all. Like, I'm a big sports fan, and athletes, they've tried to be outspoken about mental health, and people shit all over them. They're like, how could you be rich and have depression? I don't know. I think it's easier to be poor and have depression. At least there's hope. Your life can get better. To be rich and depressed, that's a dead-end road. Can you imagine being in a hot tub? Like, I don't know where my tears end and the bubbles begin. Oh my God, it's all wet. It's very confusing. Like one of those mass shootings that happened, they blamed mental illness for it. And it's like, I don't know, as far as I know, what helps mental illness is talk therapy. So why not make the only people allowed to sell guns be licensed therapists? Because then instead of buying a gun, you'd figure out why you want one. Be like, oh, turns out I don't hate minorities, just my dad. So I'm just gonna kill him. And I think that's progress, I really do. It's usually like a plethora of reasons that people do it. It's racially motivated, could be mental illness, sometimes it's just pure evil. But the constant, it's always a man and it's always a gun. So just ban men from buying guns. And if you want to kill someone, you have to convince a woman to do it for you. And, you know, a lot of these guys aren't too good at talking to girls, so I think we'll be all right.